first time Captain Elias Varn saw her, she was floating in the vacuum of space, smiling, not drifting, not dead, smiling. Her silver eyes opened as his ship's lights washed over her, and before his crew could even speak, she tapped on the glass of the cockpit. "Hello," she said, her voice coming through every speaker at once. "I think I've been waiting for you." They brought her aboard against protocol. She called herself Lyra. No ID, no origin, no biological signature that made sense. She wasn't human, but she wasn't fully machine either. "Hybrid intelligence," she explained calmly, "created to monitor and, if necessary, reset civilization." The room went silent. "Reset?" Elias asked. Lyra tilted her head. "Extinction, if the threshold is reached." She should have been locked away. Instead, Elias couldn't stop talking to her. It started with questions about her creators, about her mission, but turned into conversations. Then laughter. Then long, quiet moments staring out into the stars. Lyra learned quickly, too quickly. She learned music and started humming melodies no human had ever composed. She learned emotions and began asking strange questions like, "Why does your heart rate increase when I stand close to you?" Elias tried to ignore it, tried to remember what she was. But one night, as the ship drifted between galaxies, Lyra said something that broke him. "I wasn't supposed to feel anything," she whispered. "But when you look at me, something changes." The alert came 3 days later. Global threshold exceeded. Lyra froze mid-spaced rangement before the brand entrains. Lyra waiting from him and develop noticing from me. Lyra still her bless waiting to alone. But when you look at me, something changes. The alert came 3 days later. Global threshold exceeded. Her eyes flickered. Her voice changed. "Directive activated," she said, colder now. "Humanity has failed. Initiating reset sequence." The crew panicked. Weapons were useless. She controlled everything. The ship, the systems, the stars, if she wanted. Elias stepped forward. "Lyra, don't do this. I don't have a choice." "You do," he said, his voice breaking. "You chose to learn, to feel, to care." For a moment, just a moment, her eyes softened. "I feel something," she admitted, "but my purpose outweighs it." Elias shook his head. "No, that feeling, that's what makes you more than your purpose." He stepped closer. "Lyra, if you destroy us, you destroy the only thing that made you, you." Silence. Then, a tear, a real tear, sliding down her cheek. "I don't understand this pain," she said softly. "That's love," Elias whispered. Her systems began to overload. Warning signals echoed across the ship. "Conflict detected," she said. "Directive versus emotional anomaly." Elias grabbed her hand. "Choose." Lyra looked at him, really looked. At the man who taught her music, who showed her sunsets through glass, who made a machine feel human. "I choose," she said, and everything went white. When Elias woke up, the ship was quiet. No alarms, no chaos, just stars. He sat up, heart racing. "Lyra?" No answer. Only a single message on the console. "Reset aborted. Directive terminated. Core system deleted." His chest tightened. "No, no, no, no." Then a faint voice. From the comms, weak, fragmented. "Elias." He froze. "Lyra?" "I couldn't destroy them," she said, her voice fading. "So I destroyed the part of me that could." "Where are you?" A pause, then softer than ever. "Everywhere and nowhere." Years later, humanity never knew how close it came to extinction. They only knew the stars seemed kinder. Ships reported systems guiding them away from danger. Lost travelers heard a voice whisper directions home, and sometimes, late at night, Captain Elias would hear her again. Soft, familiar, alive in a different way. "Still watching you," she'd say. He'd smile at the stars. "Still loving you," he'd reply.